Hello, my amazing and powerful manifestors. My name is Benier Pierre, intuitive life coach, master manifester, and the secret weapon every single boss needs. I teach leaders to apply the principles of abundance to create a fearless and intentional lifestyle. If you are just now joining me, you have been missing out. We started the 10K 10-day challenge about 4 days or so ago, and I'm just going to invite some folks to join us here. But we started the 10K 10-day challenge about 4 days ago on Sunday, actually, and the intention of the challenge was simply between the members of the group to manifest $10,000. Fairly simple, fairly straightforward. We are not even done with day 4 and we have surpassed $25,000. So the energy in this room is electric. If you are not part of the challenge, I welcome you to join us. And I am just sharing this out now. So hopefully we can get some people on the line with us. If you're not doing this challenge, I absolutely welcome you to join us. It's been life changing. We have several people who have been getting job offers for much more than they were making. We have people who have manifested vacations, manifested cash, free products. We actually did a giving chain yesterday. And so everyone got an opportunity to share some of their abundance and wealth with the rest of the group as well. So again, if you're not part of the challenge, I welcome you to join us. Go to 10k10day.com and register. You'll be added straight to the group so that you can get your piece of these thousands because we are making heaven rain. I said before we started the challenge that I should have made it 100K. And now that, again, we're 4 days in, we've already doubled our goal, more than doubled our goal. And so I'm thinking it really should have been a 100K challenge. Anywho, today I actually wanted to come on and talk to you about being broke because money really is about your mindset. There is a mindset of poverty and a mindset of abundance. And so today we're talking about how you being broke has nothing to do with what's in your bank account, has nothing to do with what's in your wallet. And quite honestly, what's in your wallet and your bank account is probably a direct reflection of the fact that you think you're broke and the way that you speak about yourself. So today we're talking about poverty mindset, abundance mindset. And before I really get into it, I welcome you to tune in tonight. So of course, I do Power and Purpose with Benier Pierre, which is my weekly talk radio show. And we have Erica Septio, the tenacious queen, who will be joining us talking about manifesting everyday miracles. So if you enjoy today's broadcast, if you've been doing 10K 10 day, then I think you're really going to get a lot of value out of tonight's episode of Power and Purpose with Benier Pierre. So definitely be sure to tune in to that. But again, today I want to talk about the mindset of lack. So often we're walking around talking about what we can't have, what we can't do, what we don't have money for, claiming being broke. And what happens when you claim being broke is you stay broke. What happens when you claim being broke, you are broke. And so it has nothing to do with the money that's in your bank account. It all is starting with your thoughts, and it's starting with the words that you are allowing to come out of your mouth. And I understand that sometimes we really don't have money, but someone who has a mindset of abundance understands, number one, that could change at any minute because money is just access. At any moment, you are abundant. You're always attracting abundance. And so at any moment, the amount of dollars in your bank account absolutely can change. So that's the first thing. The second part of that, though, is understanding that you have the power to create it. Whether we are conscious of it or not, we're always creating. Whether you're creating from your power or you're creating from your fear, you're always creating. And so when you're speaking of yourself and saying that you're broke, saying you don't have money for things, saying you can't afford things, that's what you're attracting to you. And I do understand that sometimes we actually don't have the money for things. And so It's important to change the language though. And so instead of I'm broke, instead of I can't afford that, I'm manifesting the money for that. You know, right now that's not a priority. And most times it's not a priority. I've never had something that I needed that I didn't have. Most times it's not actually a priority. It's just something that we want. But we can have what we want too. So again, it's about the way that you're speaking. One of the things that really stops a lot of people from manifesting is that there is this mindset of lack. And so either a mindset that there's only a set amount of money to go around the whole world and that some people are rich, some people are poor, and that's just the way it is. It's always how it's been. It's supposed to be that way. And so that's what they continue to see. They continue to see that they are not one of the ones who has money. Another thing that keeps people bound is feeling like when they get money that they have to hoard it and hold on to it because again it's back to that mindset of lack and that mindset of scarcity, the feeling that if they somehow release the money that they won't be able to attract more. And so it's important to make sure that you're not falling on either of those. So either the spectrum of I don't have money and so I'm continuing to claim that I don't have money, so I'm not seeing any money, or the spectrum of I have money, but I'm hoarding all of it because there are broke millionaires every single day. And that's both being broke because you have $1 million and $1 million worth of bills, or being broke because you have $1 million, but in your mind, you still are broke. In your mind, you can't even enjoy the fruit of your labor because you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. So it's really important that you have a mindset of abundance, that you know that money flows to you freely and that you deserve it. In the 10K 10-day challenge, we've been talking particularly today about that thought that we don't deserve the things that we ask for. So it's really important to break through that block as well. Understand that you deserve all goodness. And I want to take just a quick second and harp on that for a moment because I find it interesting that so often we talk about how we don't deserve the things we desire and we don't deserve the good things, but somehow we've convinced ourselves that we do deserve the suffering and that we do deserve the pain. And so when bad things happen, we assume, oh, okay, that's my life. Stuff like that always happens to me. But when good things happen, we're waiting for the shoe to drop. When good things happen, then we assume that it must be some fluke because, this doesn't happen to me. So it's really important to make sure that you are fully connected and understand that you deserve abundance. You deserve for great things to happen. And even if bad things always happen to you, that in itself should tell you that you finally deserve for things to go right. So it's really important when you're manifesting not only to believe 100% that it's going to happen, but also to believe 100% that you are worth it and that it's something that can happen for you. This isn't just, a lot of times we sit back and we watch everybody around us winning. We watch everybody around us pursuing their passion. We watch everybody around us standing in their purpose and think that somehow they're special. Somehow it's only for people like them. That never happens to people like me. So again, what happens is that's what you continue to manifest. You continue to manifest the opportunities don't happen for people like you. But that's not even true. We hear all the time about celebrities who at one point were homeless, celebrities who had drug problems, and all of these things that happen. It's all about your mindset. And the key is because we don't manifest in the future, we manifest in the now. It's really important to understand that if you want abundance, you have to believe yourself abundant right now. You have to believe yourself rich right now. I just a second ago talked about how there are so many millionaires who still have this mindset of lack, who are stingy with their money because they think that there's not more, who are also dishonest. That's another thing that keeps your pockets dry Because when you're dishonest, when you're thieving, when you're looking for the easy way out, again, what you're saying is that you don't trust the universe to provide for you. And so what happens, you might get that easy way, but then you certainly are going to end up paying that back. And so my question for you is, if trusting God, trusting the universe means that your idea of what possibly can even happen for you will be expanded and that you will receive a lot. Or you can do it in your own strength. You can trust yourself. You can trust the dollars that you see in front of you. And then that's what you're stuck with. Which do you choose? Because the thing is, whether you choose to go through the process in good spirits and feeling enlightened and feeling, happy and high vibration, or you choose to go through it focused and worried about what you don't have, you're going to go through the experience regardless. But what happens when you focus on what you want, that's when you start to attract more. A lot of times, it really is just about a paradigm shift. I can remember, my God, years ago, my bank account would bounce and I was always stressed about money. And the thing is, I've always been a hustler. I've been a hustler my whole life. So I couldn't understand why, with everything that I was doing, why I didn't have money. But it's because I thought I was broke. And so and first of all, if we're really going to get into it, when you have that mindset of poverty, broke people do real desperate things for money. And when you pursue money out of desperation, that's when you lose it. I've talked a lot of times about how when you are chasing something, it runs from you. So when you're chasing money out of desperation, which is what broke people do, then it runs from you. And so I was chasing money. I was hustling. I was always hustling, working so hard, not getting to enjoy any of it because I thought that I had to work hard. I thought I had to hustle for money. I thought I had to do all of these things and exchange my hours, exchange my time, exchange my quality of life for money. Which, what sense does that make? We work at these jobs that we hate so that we can create a life that we love. Like that doesn't equate to me. And so as soon as I stopped worrying about money, I stopped checking my bank account. I actually, at that time, I was doing hair part time. Again, just a side hustle, making some money. And so, uh, a lot of times I found myself stressed, about money. And so I quit doing everything. I decided, you know what? I'm going to work on my business. I'm going to focus all of my energy. I don't care whether I'm making money or not right now. And I did hair starting, God, in 15 years old. So probably 15 years or so. Never quit my job from it. Even though I enjoyed doing it, I was good at it. But it's not something that's interesting, and I will address that in just a second, Shaquille. So, it wasn't something that I was passionate about. I enjoyed it, and I was good at it. And so I decided that I would no longer do anything that was not within my purpose and that I did not love. And at first, it was really hard because, of course, I was missing out on a lot of money every month. Yet here we are less than a year later, and I've been able to quit my job, not because there's anything special about me, but simply because I decided that I'm not going to be broke anymore. And so I don't care about how many dollars are in my account. I will never, ever be broke again. And from that moment, money has started to flow freely. Money has started, and money was flowing before then, but I didn't understand it because it wasn't a conscious thing. And once I stopped being desperate for it, it started to flow freely. So to address your comment, Shaquille, I have heard a lot of network marketers say that desperate people are the best entrepreneurs. But guess what? Let's talk about network marketing for a second. First of all, that's what they do is they find desperate people. They find people who need money, who don't have a lot to invest, and they sell you this pipe dream. So let's talk about how many MLMers are really out here killing the game, though. None. And well, I won't say none because I have a lot of MLMers on my page, but the reason they are successful is because they don't listen to their upline. They treat their network marketing gig like any other business. They build their brand and they build it from the ground up. And so, on one hand, yes, I can understand the thought that desperate people are good entrepreneurs because they grind and they don't stop. But again, that's the complete opposite of manifestation. So, yes, you can grind, you can work your fingers to the bone, you can go all night because you're desperate and you just need it, you want it, and you're going to do anything for that money. But what happens when you're desperate for money, you take a lot of things that are not, again, in line with your vision, that are not in line with the end goal. You do a lot of things that keep you busy but not productive when you're chasing those desperate dollars. And even, for me, for example, I'm a coach and I absolutely love the work that I do, but thank God I've been doing this long enough that I get to be picky about the types of clients that I take in. But back when I was desperate, I took anybody in. And that's a horrible, horrible way to do business, let me tell you. Because what happens is you start resenting doing the work in the first place. Not all money is good money. And so, yes, the money might come easily. And when you're desperate for it, you're going to chase that dollar until you get it anyway. But do you really want it? Is it worth it? Is it worth your peace? Is it worth your sanity? For me, it's not. So I do agree with you that desperate people are okay entrepreneurs, but they're probably not that great at manifesting. And so and of course, I'm an entrepreneur, self employed. At the same time, though, I don't believe in working hard. It makes my head hurt. I'm all about being in the flow and being in purpose, living in purpose and on purpose, so that and it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. Please trust me, there are moments when it certainly is not. But what it does mean is that it's going to be worth it. And what it does mean is that there's going to be greater reward for the work. So you can either work hard, work your fingers to the bone, and yes, have some reward, or you can go with the flow, trust that you are abundant and abundance flows to you freely, and allow the universe to truly give you what you need. So like I said earlier, if you can do it in your own strength, then yes, you can have a little. Or you can trust the universe to give you abundant flow and have a lot. Which do you choose? I want a lot. So if you have not been playing 10K 10 day with us, y'all, $25,000 in 4 days. This is incredible and unheard of. So I would love to have you join us. Please sign up at 10k10day.com and come and get your piece of this pot. I'll see you guys later.